Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am definitely stepping outside my box. I'm recreating this uber smoky look that Sonam Kapoor rocked for what? I have no idea. I just found it on Pinterest and loved it. So really wanted to try it out. So to start, we are going to prep our faces, or I'm going to prep my face, I should say, with IT Cosmetics by Pores. I love this primer. It's been really good to me, and I just love the way it makes my skin feel, and it preps my skin for makeup application so nicely. Now I'm just using my NYX Dark Circle Corrector in the shade Medium as an eyeshadow base. I tend to use this or my MAC Soft Ochre. You can even just use any concealer you have on hand. It should work as long as it neutralizes the lid. Then I'm taking this e.l.f. highlighter in Pink Diamonds. Not too impressed with the highlighter, but I just thought I would try it out. It has a little bit of sheen to it, and since this look has a lot of just black, I wanted to brighten it up a little bit, so I'm just using that. And then I'm going in with this Maybelline paint pot. It's like color tattoo. It's basically a paint pot, and this is in the color Dramatic Black. The reason I like this is because it's going to give me a really nice, precise line. So I'm basically just going to create the entire lid, or I'm going to draw out the base that I want for the eyeshadow. So I'm going to go all the way through, almost like a cut crease, and then I'm going to just continue on all the way down into my tear duct, and then just across the lid, and then I'll fill it all in. Now I'm just going to take a flat brush and I'm going to continue with that Maybelline tattoo. And okay, I had to pause there and make a face because I know it can look really scary. Anytime you're working with really dark colors, it can look really scary, but I promise you, once we clean it all up and have the concealer and foundation on, it will look good. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue onto the other eye, and I'm going to fill it in with the tattoo as well, the Dramatic Black tattoo color from Maybelline. I'm going to fill that all in, and then I'm going to go over that with a nice darker glittery color so it all is kind of more blended and cohesive. Then I'm going in with this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Eternal Black. It has a nice kind of silvery pigment to it too. It just kind of glitters a little bit. So this is a lot smoother, and I'm just going to apply that over the Maybelline tattoo color so it kind of gives it that nice dark depth that I'm looking for. Okay, for the bottom liner, I'm going back in with that Maybelline tattoo color. And if you look at Sona's picture, her waterline is completely white and it's black all at the lower lash line. And then she has heavy mascara there as well. So that's what I'm concentrating on. So I'm just being careful not to hit the waterline because I'm going to go back in with some white shadow for that. And again, as I mentioned previously, this will look a little scary because we are dealing with very dark colors. So do not worry if you are scared at looking at yourself, because I promise once we clean it up, it will look nice. Then I'm going in with my Wet n Wild liquid liner. I'm really loving this liquid liner right now, and it's literally $5 or less at the drugstore. So I'm just going to go in and quickly line my lids. Not too much of a wing liner because if you notice in her picture, it kind of stops directly at the end of her um, eye. And then I'm just going to make sure everything is kind of blended at the top a little bit, not too much because she does have very defined black eyeshadow. And then for the inner corners, I'm going to take this Jessie's Girl pigment and I'm going to just lightly blend that into the inner tear duct as well as just a little bit into that lower lash line and above. Now for mascara, Spider Effects by Maybelline is one of my favorites right now. I'm going to do one heavy coat on the top lashes and for the bottom lashes, which I personally never really like to do because I don't feel like I have many bottom lashes to do there. But because she definitely has a defined bottom lash mascara look, I'm going to take my time. This is a little bit of a tedious process for me, so it definitely took me a few minutes here to do that and then separate all of them. And then any fallout that I have, I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and just clean that all up before I start on my base. Now I'm just going to go in with this Lorac palette. I'm going to take the color black, and before I do start any of my concealer or anything, I'm just going to go in and make sure the bottom lash line is just nicely smoked out, and then I'm going to take the color white and I'm going to go into my waterline. You can obviously use a white pencil as well. I just have this handy, so I'm doing that. And then I'm taking these Eylure lashes. I don't have the box, but it's definition 121, and they're from Target, so I am using those. And then I'm using my Edward Bess Brow Defining Duo in the color Rich, and I'm going to go a little heavier on the brows because she definitely has very defined brows. Now for me, I feel like if I do too intense of a brow, it does look a little awkward, so I'm just going a little bit more. I'm filling in a little bit more than I normally would. I think it's important, obviously, to just make sure that whenever you're doing a look, no matter if you're trying to recreate it or copy it exactly, that it does also fit just your actual facial features. Then I'm just going to take a concealer brush and lightly make sure that everything is nicely cleaned up and above my brow because, again, this is a very dramatic look. So I just want everything nice and precise. Now I'm taking a little extra time on my brows here because with this dramatic eyeshadow, you definitely want it to be nice and fleeky. Is that a word? So I'm just doing the highlighting on the other side of that Edward Bess pen. And then I'm taking my Loreal Pro Glow Infallible. This is in the shade 207. And I'm just applying that with my kabuki brush and then going over with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm trying new concealer here. This is by Milani. And I like it because the applicator is really great. I'm a sucker for an easy applicator. As far as the coverage, it is lighter to medium, which I like. But if I'm going out at night, I think I want something that's going to hold a little bit longer. But it is pretty darn good for everyday wear. So I'm just going to nicely blend that out with my Beauty Blender, and then I will set all of that. I'm going to go back in with that Jessie's Girl pigment in Starshine, and I'm just going to make sure it is nicely highlighted because sometimes when you do foundation concealer after you do your shadows, it will get lost a little bit, so I want it to pop again. Then I'm using this L'Oreal True Match in W2 to set everything in place, and I'm just concentrating on the areas that I concealed. Then I am trying this product out as well for the first time. This is my Milani Contour Cream Contour and Liquid Highlighter Stick, and this is the color Natural Medium. And I really was intrigued by the liquid highlighter because I haven't seen that yet in the drugstore, one that I really like. So I'm testing it out. And this one I actually did like a lot because I liked it because I can use it obviously on my brow bones. And then you'll see I'm going to actually use it on my lips too after I put on my lipstick just so I can highlight that area a little bit. Then I'm going in with my Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil. This is my fave, and I'm just going to nicely give some color to the perimeter of my face and just make sure I'm brightened up there a little bit. And then to follow up, I'm going to go in with my Milani Baked Blush. I use a lot of Milani Cosmetics, I'm realizing here today. This is in Luminoso. This is a beautiful color. I love it. It works so well on almost any skin tone. Everyone I've tried it on, it works really well. And then I'm going to go ahead and take that other side of the Milani contour stick, and I'm just going to highlight the high ends of my cheekbones, and then the tip of my nose, and then just blend that out with my Baby Real Techniques sponge. And to finish off with my lips, I'm going to line and fill in my lips with Smashbox Lip Pencil in Nude Fair. And then I'm going to fill it in with Cherish by MAC, one of my all-time favorite lipsticks from MAC Cosmetics. Been using it for years. And then I'm going to follow up with that highlighting, that little highlighter from the Milani thing, and I'm just going to put it on the center of my lips. And it just works so nicely. So I really am digging that. So as you can see, this is the finished product. It is not as scary as it looked during the process. Like I mentioned, it just softens up a little bit, but it is definitely a little bit more bold, as well as this hairdo, different for me. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this look. Please subscribe, like, share, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!